Hello, good morning, you guys, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on this morning. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm, okay? So make sure you guys please like, share, subscribe, comment, and all of those wonderful, wonderful things, okay? You guys, I wanted to talk about Finesse two times, okay? I saw Finesse two times on Twitch, okay? He hangs out on Twitch. Um, and he does video games and all of that. Okay. And we know that Finesse two times has been speaking about how the music industry has done him. Okay. He's spoken about how the industry has done him, and he's been very vocal, right? He hasn't been backing down, but it seems that it is taking a toll on him. I think it's been taking a toll on him anyways, okay? Um, and he's kind of been speaking about it. And the thing that we know about the music industry, unfortunately, you have a lot of black um industry execs. They operate like the slave masters. The slave masters give them a little bit of money, and they give them the money to crack the whip on the talent, which is usually okay the black artist. Okay, so they keep them tied up in deals. You would think in the black community that it would be like, hey, we are going to come together. We're going to get a distribution company. Instead, when you have somebody like Young Dolph that talks about getting a distribution company, the slave masters get somebody in their very own community, i.e., Straight Drop and Gotti and all of them, to plot to take him out. um, Even though it makes it better, it cuts the slave master out, it takes the chains off of the black people, the black talent. Y'all know I have a fascination with learning and reading about Black history, and this is Black History Month, right? And I have this thing about Harriet Tubman, and one of the sayings, I'm totally fascinated with learning everything about Harriet Tubman. But one of her sayings is, I freed 1,000 slaves, and I could have freed 1,000 more had they known that they were slaves, right? So Black people get so fascinated with the money and the fame, the little bit of money and the fame. Okay, more so the fame, because the white people want to stand. They want to be silent partners because they know it's about the bottom line to them. They know that Black people have this thing about the fame, wearing the chains and all of that. So when they give them the $500,000 checks that they have to pay back, because in the end they're gonna pay 5 million back or more. They own them for 500,000. They immediately start sending them to like Johnny Dames and all of them so that they can put all of that money into other communities, right? And before you know it, the artists are left broke, busted, and disgusted. And this has happened, same thing that happened to Finesse, right? Finesse is very talented. And because Finesse is outspoken, they've really tried to cut his water off. I think they have basically cut his water off, right? And it's taken a toll on him. And I was looking at Junior's page, and they seem to just be happy. They're talking about the Super Bowl, because they know they own him. They played a game on him. We saw this in the very beginning. I think this is something that they all came to the conclusion of. Moneybag, all of them. Moneybag knew that Finesse would be competition. So he got up under him so that he could get him to re sign a contract so he could really own him. Okay, and I think Junior and B Mims and all of them, because they're all together. They were all in cahoots, right? But let's look at this.
Yeah, bitch, you go do that, bitch. Yeah, bitch, hurry up. Do 100, hold you to my give me 15 years mandatory. Get your doorknob head ass up out of here, bitch. don't deserve to ride on fucking walls because your fucking heart is built up. You don't fucking deserve that in life because you don't want to wait your turn. Let me make a motherfucking perfect explanation for you, bitch. Fuck with your name every day. And until I fulfill this contract, until I'm done and I'm at this.
Okay, so here it is.
You niggas ain't done what we done. You ain't even close, you beat us. I'm on some
Of course, we'll sit down and wait until he starts to talking because I don't want to play any music. Okay, then I'm gonna get copyrighted with. But he's about to sit down and start talking. Okay. This is sad. And I think instead of other artists laughing at him, they need to be listening to him because they're either in the same position or can be.
Too much of Jay Prince Jr. no more. I think it's Atlantic, but Atlantic only limited to what they can do. So what I want to do, I want to drop these 5 albums, Chad. Excuse me. I owe them 5 albums. I owe Atlantic 5 albums and drop 3, 4 mixtapes. They trying to hold me in the mixtape. They want me to do mixtapes. So every time it come time for me to drop an album, they say, "Hey, let us give you $400,000 to do 2 more mixtapes." I'm tired of that shit. Like I want to fulfill.
So it's pretty obvious they don't want him to fulfill his albums, and they're not allowing him because they want to keep him in that slave deal. Okay, so we'll give you a bone, you go make another mixtape, and they getting money off of that, all while we keep you in that contract. Okay.
I want to fulfill the. I want to fulfill the fucking mom. I want to fulfill the Atlantic contract. I still be in the mom ties contract. I'm sure Junior man enough. I'm sure Junior, you know what I'm saying? He know enough to be able to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, old enough, you know what I'm saying? We done made money. You know what I'm saying? Bro should be able to go on his separate way. Hopefully, Chad. Hopefully, like, I'm dealing with this type of situation. I ain't talk to them. I don't talk to the label, Chad. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, I talk to one person and, like, the person that puts my music out, my videos, but it's shit that I ain't even been paid for. I done came out of my own pocket. It's on YouTube, that's on all platforms that I ain't been paid for. That I ain't got back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm letting y'all know, bro. And I don't give a fuck what's the consequences behind this shit. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck because I ain't looking for no clout. I just don't like how I'm treated at this age. Like I came in this shit with loyalty on my sleeve. I didn't come in this, but I didn't know that the game was this cutthroat. I thought that I would be able to get what I'm giving, but I didn't know it was this cutthroat. Even with the women, even with the men, even with society, I was so fucked up to the point where I thought that maybe if I help people, they'll help me. But that ain't the way life go. I thought this the way life went. I thought that maybe if I if I was worth something and that I could help people, that they'll help me. But I learned fast that that ain't the way life go, and it hurt. It hurt, Chad. Like it hurt. It ain't something that you just laugh at and just get over. Every day you feel that pain, you feel that knife, you feel that cut, you feel that slice. Like you feel like, damn, this is not what I thought it was. Like, and it cut every fucking day. It might be funny, It might be whatever to niggas, but it hurt every day. And until I fulfill this contract, until I'm done and I'm at this, I'm hurt every day. Because it always in vain. It wasn't for, it wasn't to help me. It wasn't to help me. It just looked it like that on social media. It was just to create the facade. It was just to create the whole. And then after that, you was on your own. It's just all on you. You know what I'm saying? It's just on you after that. You know?
There's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see that's gonna make it hard to smile in the picture. But through whatever you see, through all the rain and the pain, you got.
Careful. I ain't even playing with my own. Careful. Hmm. Go fuck if you hear this motherfucker or not, bitch. Go listen to it yourself. I don't give. I'm gonna go to sleep right here on the chat. She made bun. The bun been made a week and a half ago. She have to go through a revocation hearing, man. She has 16 violations. Majority of her violations, excuse me, and I feel like I'm finna throw up, but I might be good, shit. Majority of her violations is for her going out of town without permission. Majority of her violations is for lying to the probation officer about going out of town and 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 reporting things that I had no knowledge of. That's the kids, y'all. The kids woke. They on the way to school. Mama Joyce got them though. Good. They probably watching me and shit. They probably be worried about me, but we're gonna be okay. We all taking it hard because we all need her because of she a big piece to the puzzle. She a mama. Despite of what's going on, she's still a mama. If y'all room for a nigga, if y'all room for down, to whoever praise. I die for them.
Okay, y'all, here it is right here. I think this is it. Y'all, this is so sad right here. This is so sad. And I know it's a mixture of drugs, but a lot of these entertainers turn to drugs when the industry dry F them. I can't play the music, so I mute the music until he starts to talking because he's got a lot of emotions going on in this video. Like he got a lot of stuff going on. You know, you have to think about how did Jay Prince get that 300 million off of the backs of screwing his artist. I'm talking about Senior. And a lot of his artists don't talk about it because I mean, you hear about how he ruled with fear. He'd have somebody to take him out. So they just say we respect him. They're not going to talk about those sharky practices because they've seen in the past what has happened to people. He mimics his father. He didn't get 300 million for nothing.
I'm dealing with shit. I'm dealing. I'm dealing with me. You know what hurt me the most? I'm dealing with motherfuckers who they dated worth 300 something $1,000,000, bro. My mama and dad ain't never been worth 10,000.
And he trying to get 300 million off the backs of people like Finesse.
I die for them. Telling me I did all this. Rob, kill, stole, deceived, fought, died, lied, just to be. Nigga, you got me fucked up. I ain't crazy, nigga. You have to kill me for shit. I want no one. You have to put it right here to make me believe it. You have to put it right here. I did all my life in prison. All these nights, everything I said was for them. Nigga, the fuck you think it was for, nigga? Me, not you. I'm not you greedy bitches. You niggas. You niggas don't do it nigga. Fuck time. Nigga, I ain't tripping. Nigga, do it for y'all self. And the blogs ain't gonna post it. You niggas want all the money. When Elon Musk worth 800 billion dollars. So what the fuck is you niggas crossing each other out for? You know what I mean? Don't hit me. You greedy motherfuckers. You greedy motherfucker. You greedy motherfuckers. You greedy motherfucker. You greedy. Fuck.
Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can fix this right quick because it keeps it keeps stopping. I don't know if it's me or it's probably his stuff, but it's just a few more minutes of it that I'm going to show. But it seems to me that down to his piece. Okay.
I never seek the money. I just wanted for me and my family to be comfortable. You niggas that made it about the money. Now, in order to be comfortable, I have to chase a bigger goal. Now I have to become 100 million to be able to make my family comfortable. When it used to be, you ain't have to have number 5 or 10, 15 million, if that, to be comfortable. Now, because you want to put bitches on $50,000 jet flights, $30,000 a night Airbnbs, nigga. Fuck you, niggas. I don't like you, niggas. Despise you, bitches. I don't like you, niggas. Niggas made it hard for the real because you niggas put the money first. I thought it's supposed to be about the next generation, bro.
You all, this is sad. This is the type of stuff that they do in the industry. It's so unfortunate. You know, hey, I know he signed, but what they do is they go and get people like Finesse that don't know the industry, right? And they leave them broke, busted, and disgusted. But you know, God says, when I get them back, you're gonna witness it. And so, as time goes on, there are always new regimes, right? $300 million definitely came off of the backs of not just um, his idea, it took the artist to make him successful, right? And you can't get that type of money if you're paying your artist, right? So those that went against Senior, they ended up dead. You know, we hear about the farms and stuff when they kill them, they feed them to the pigs and stuff. So what has happened is you don't really hear a lot of people speak illy of Senior. And so his son, who is a lame duck, okay, um, he's getting into the industry. He's basically he's up under, you know, he's looking at his father's practices, right? So he's doing the exact same thing. And Moneybag did it. Mims, you know, but God got something for all of them. You got Moneybag. He's not as hot as he used to be. Um, and it seems like he can't seem to get a foothold because you got people like Pooh Shiesty and all of them that are coming, and Moneybag is like old news now. Sometimes people can stay relevant if they're right, but when they're wrong, God has a way of bringing it back around to them. Okay, you got folks like B Mims that's gonna be looking at why Cornelius was, you know, the folks want to know what Cornelius was doing. You know, Cornelius, the one that took out Young Dolph when he was in Atlanta. I think he probably, you know, need to be worried about that while he's opening up those Jimmy Johns. And so I think he's gonna have bigger fish to fry real soon. And you know, these music execs, sometimes they think they live in high off the hog. Okay. They mistreat the artists, and they feel untouchable. But one thing they can't control is when God get them back, and they can't control sickness. And oftentimes that's how God gets them back, because He says, "When I get them back, you'll witness it." So what Finesse is gonna have to do is do things another way. You don't ever let a man see you cry. I know it's hurtful. Now that in the grand scheme of things, he's able to see, what is going on, learn a little bit more about the industry, because that's normally what happens. When they sign these contracts, they then learn a little bit more. I'm sure this is going to be Glorilla in a few years. Okay. Because as time go on, people's attention, the public has the attention of a gnat. The next big thing will happen. The um, labels tend to throw you away, and they're on to the next big thing. Okay. Gotti has already made sure he will get generational wealth out to her. He's got F nigga free trademarked, and all of that is his. So his children will eat off of that forever. And then he'll move on. Okay. This is how it happens. And they get these artists that was in the house that had nothing, that thinks that $1,500 a week is some money. Okay. It's sad, right? Because a lot of us are not, even rich at all. Like, and a lot of us make more than 1,500 a week. But unfortunately, when they go and get these artists, right, they think that that's a lot of money. Okay. So it's so unfortunate, but hey, we're gonna pray for Finesse, and it's something that on my praying line today. Finesse need to get on my praying line, because I promise you there've been breakthroughs after breakthroughs. Okay. But it's on my Real Talk with Tamara Facebook page. And God had took me to Psalms. I was gonna pray about something else, but God took me to Psalms 109. I think Finesse need to go to that. Okay. Anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely hit up the channel via Cash App. I love you all. I'll see you later on tonight. Talk to you later.